Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Although I have already made two different videos on the topic of narrative essay, I have also shared a sample essay in which my student got full marks in the Cambridge examination. And the fourth video, which is necessary to watch on the topic of narrative essay, is narrative cum descriptive essay, in which I have tried to highlight the significance of combining the techniques of descriptive essay into narrative essay in order to obtain maximum score. But now, when the students are at the verge of taking exams of CIEs, I consider it my pleasure as well as duty to share with you the last minute 10 top tips to obtain maximum score in the narrative essay. So before we move on, I want to just inform you that these tips are equally important for 1123 as well as 0500 candidates. And even if you are taking the narrative essay attempt in any other exam, this video and these tips are going to be crucially beneficial. So let's get started and see that what is the first most important tip. The first, my dear student, the first important tip is strong planning. Please don't start writing the narrative essay without doing strong planning on the neat answer paper of Cambridge examination. There is no need to take extra sheet, or there is no need to do rough planning on any other irrelevant page. Begin with a clear, well organized plan on the neat sheet, and there is no need to cut it as well, because it is a story which is well planned. That is a story which will flow beautifully. So even if you write short points in the form of phrases, even if you just write the main points in the form of a web planning, but the planning should be done on the neat answer paper, because in this way you will follow a track and you will not be misled from that track throughout the narrative essay writing, because you know that there is just 1 hour to write narrative essay in both the exams, and there is a prescribed word limit also. So planning is also very important in this regard. So the next tip is that you should stay within the word limit. Now, what is that word limit as far as the students of GCSE or 1123 are concerned, or IGCSE are concerned? The word limit is the same. The time duration is also the same, but the marks are different. Why the marks are different? Because in IGCSE, the total marks for P2 are 80, whereas in 1123, the total marks are 50. But you just have to stay within the word limit, because the more you write, the more mistakes you will make. And also remember that precision reflects skill. It means that you have had practice, you are well skilled person. That's why you are not drifting away from the focus point, and you are not overwriting something, or you are not repeating something. So stay within the word limit. The third important tip is that you should be using variety of vocabulary, not that you are repeating the same boring words again and again. I think you should have watched the videos on synonyms, on the videos about prefixes and suffixes, how you can improve your vocabulary. But at this time, when I'm just sharing the top tips, I can just mention the tips. I cannot go too much into the detail, because this is the time to just revise the tips. So you should be using rich, vivid and precise words. Instead of writing a lengthy phrase, one precise word should be enough to convey what you are trying to say. The fourth tip is that you should start each paragraph distinctly. Now, this distinction is to be maintained in the form of different starters, or different message, or tone, or new layer of meaning that you want to develop in your story. Each paragraph should open with a fresh tone or a new layer of the story. Never let it feel repetitive or dull, because the starter, attractive starter word should also be different, but the idea in the paragraph should also be different, and each paragraph should start only when you are starting with a fresh idea. So it means that there should not be boring repetition in your story. So the next tip is avoid the repetitive I. 90% of the students who have not practiced narrative essay repeatedly before the exams, they write about I innumerable times in their story. And this creates an effect of boredom. Not only this, but it will also not improve your sentence structure, because when you start your sentence with I every time, it does not bring variety in the sentence structure. So what are you supposed to use? You should be starting your sentences with adverbs, with adjectives, with verbs, and with a variety of style. Even with preposition, you can start your sentence. For example, instead of saying I walked away, you can say silently I drifted into the darkness. So you see, I should be at the hidden position. Even you can say, having gone through the process of preparing for CAI's exams, comma, I have learned a lot. Now you see, I came in the middle. Now the tip number 6 is that you should add at least 20% description in your narrative essay. If you will just narrate, and if you will just tell, and if you will not show, and if you will not describe images, if the audience or the character will not enjoy the beauty of descriptions, then there are very little chances of getting full marks or 20 out of 25 or 80% marks in the narrative essay. This is the major tip that you should be adopting, because your reader should see and hear and feel every moment of that story. Tip number 7, recount personal experiences. This is the most easy way that you can write your narrative essay, when you will be recounting personal experiences instead of thinking very, you can say, difficult ideas, instead of talking about foreign places, instead of talking about difficult names about which you are not well familiar. You should talk about day-to-day experiences. You should focus on limited time span of the story. The focus of the story, the canvas of the story should be limited in the sense, because this is 1 hour, a short story. It is not a novel. It is not a very lengthy piece of writing. So the first person voice is the most easy to communicate in, and let your emotion and reflection bring the narrative to life. When you will talk about your experiences yourself, that will be more appealing. But the option of writing in the third person is also there. Not that option has been omitted, but this one is more convenient to use and it creates better effect. This is my point. And tip number 8, blend imagination with realism. Several students ask that can they use imagination in their narrative essays, because their teachers have told them to recount personal as well as realistic experiences. So my advice, which is very clear and based on experience of 20 years, is that you can blend imagination with realism, because 100% true story is not possible to write. Sometimes you have to bring certain deviations. So imagination is allowed to be used. This also adds a touch of creativity in your story, but you should avoid excessive fantasy, excessive scenes of bloodshed or violence, because your story should be believable and engaging. So avoid excessive scenes of indecent behavior or bloodshed or excessive fantasy word. Hook the reader from the start till the end is tip number 9. Your opening must instantly capture attention, and every paragraph should sustain that interest until the final line. If you want the practical application of this tip, don't forget to watch my video in which I have shared the essay, and the topic of that video is that how to arouse interest in the narrative essay and maintain it till the end. Please watch that video. That in that story, my student Jehan, she has written a wonderfully beautiful story, and she was the one who got full marks in her P2 in 2024. So if you want to learn this technique, watch that video. And the last and the most important tip is that suspense should be maintained in your story. Your story should not be very, you can say, self predictive. It should not be making the reader predict everything on their own. Rather, there should be an element of suspense, curiosity as to what is going to happen next. Only then the reader will be motivated to read your story. So, my dear students, the most important thing is these are the tips regarding the narrative essay. As far as the grammatical aspects are concerned, I have not yet talked about them. That obviously you should be writing the narrative essay in one tense consistently, that is past tense. But when you change the tense, you will use inverted commas and you will write in the present tense because dialogues are always written in the present tense. And the important thing is that you proofread your story. Is that clear? And to revise these tips and techniques, remember to watch my video about mistakes to avoid in P2. In that video, I have talked about the grammatical aspects which the students make mistakes in, as a result of which sometimes the marks are lost, because the criteria by Cambridge examiner is accuracy of spellings, punctuation and grammar. I hope you will plan your stories and proofread them, and you will think of novel ideas throughout your academic session, so that in the pressure of exams your mind works more effectively. But there is no need to take worries and tensions. The more relaxed you will be, the better able you will be to justify with your efforts. Thank you very much. Please share this video with anyone who has not yet subscribed my channel. But if you think that he or she can benefit from these tips, don't forget to share it with him or her. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.